Hey guys, welcome back to Matthew's Ballistics. Where to begin? This is about something that I mentioned in a previous video. This is all about a 50 cal BMG, a 50 BMG rifle, and well, let's just get into this. Let me kind of explain what's going on. So this looks like probably something out of, I don't know, crazy video game or some shit. There's probably not too there. Well, I know there's not very many videos out on these, especially about specifics and about you know any of the details. This is a 50 BMG rifle, but it is a precision built or based rifle. This is designed to shoot accurately at really long ranges. There a lot of the original like precision 50 cal rifles, like the old Barrett M82s, um, they weren't necessarily all that accurate. They were pretty much like a 2 MOA rifle. A 2 inch group at 100 yards, which was pretty good, especially using ball ammo that was designed for a machine gun originally. Because for those of you that don't know that are watching this, 50 BMG means it's a 50 caliber Browning machine gun round. It was originally designed as a machine gun round and was shot in machine guns that were mounted. So when they decided to start adapting this towards a precision rifle round, or an anti-material rifle is what they ended up with. And basically, because the round is so powerful, I mean so powerful, like the 50 BMG round on average is probably carries about 13,000 pounds of muzzle energy. And for like a comparison of that, my my heaviest, fastest shooting, hardest hitting loads for my 454 Casull, which those of y'all that follow this channel know that the 454 Casull is my favorite round. The heaviest, hardest hitting rounds that I've developed for that cartridge are they produce around 3 to 3,200 foot pounds of energy out of the rifle. Now the handgun, we're talking a lot less than that, even probably around 2,900, 2,950 foot pounds of kinetic energy from the muzzle. This, I mean, it's a 50 cal and it's got a 34-inch heavy barrel, long barrel, standard 115 twist with some standard like Lake City 660 grain FMJs. It's going to produce around 13,000 foot pounds of energy. Maybe a little less than that depending on velocity, but around 13,000 foot pounds. So 10,000 foot pounds of energy more than my hardest hitting 454 Casull rounds that I've developed. So this thing essentially was designed, once they, adapted it from the machine gun round to the rifle, to a precision rifle, a sniper rifle, if you will. They adapted it more or less like it was designed to stop vehicles. It wasn't really designed for an anti-personnel purpose. It was designed for an anti-material purpose, which means vehicles, communications, like towers and stuff. It was designed to destroy things, not necessarily like take out a person at a extremely long distance. So it was designed to shoot fairly accurately at a long distance and still carry enough energy to, say, destroy an engine of a vehicle or whatever to stop it from moving. But uh, you know, over the past 100 years, things have advanced, and they've developed better. Several companies have developed better rifles that can better shoot the 50 BMG round more accurately. This is a Noreen ULR 50, which is supposedly, even with like standard 50 BMG FMJs that were used for machine guns, supposedly with those standard rounds, this will shoot a sub MOA group, which means under 1 inch at 100 yards. Now, a lot of that depends on the shooter. The rifle is capable of it, the shooter is where it comes into play. So a standard Barrett M82 was designed to shoot basically 2 MOA, which is 2 inches at 100 yards. This is designed to shoot under 1 inch at 100 yards. So y'all can just take a look at it. It's a single shot. Of course, the stock is collapsed. This extends out, and you've got the bolt, and it comes out, blah blah blah. Big old rifle, big old heavy barrel. The barrel itself weighs 18 pounds, and then the rest of the rifle combined brings it up to a weight of about 34 pounds on the scale. So it is very heavy, very massive. This is not like a stand-up shoot-it gun. I think most of the Barretts, the M82 and M107, the newer version of the automatic firing 50 cal that Barrett makes, which has actually still been around for quite a while, those rifles weigh about 20-25 pounds. So this rifle is about 10 pounds heavier, though it does not have a reciprocating action, it's not semi-automatic. It is a single shot, but it's just built very, very heavy, made to be a very solid platform, and made to be very, very accurate, even with standard just military ball rounds. So which I have some of those. I went ahead and I bought and purchased 50 rounds of 50 BMG. And these things are just absolutely ginormous. Look at that. That's 660 grain FMJ. Just friggin' massive. I've actually never shot one of these before, so this is like kind of an interesting video. This is just like a show and tell. But Lake City brass, looks like LC19 on the base of the case. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but LC19 on there. I don't know if that means it was made in 2019, possibly. I'm not sure. I'm not really a military grade ammunition expert by any means, but this is 660 grains of shit your pants. So anyways, this weekend hopefully we're going to be actually test firing this thing, seeing what happens to it, seeing what it does. I know that it is supposed to be incredibly powerful, but also not have all that much recoil the way the rifle's designed. It's supposed to have about the same amount of recoil as a 12 gauge shotgun, shooting maybe some magnum loads out of it. So 50 BMG and a 50 BMG rifle. May go ahead and pull these retainer pins out, extend. Anyways, I'm not going to put them back in, but I'm going to extend the stock out the way it's supposed to, so y'all can check this out. This is the bolt. Also houses the firing pin in the center of that. So this bolt weighs, God, it's got to weigh at least 3 pounds, maybe 4 pounds. But the way it's designed, it basically resembles that of uh, just a carrier, uh, a case holder, if you will. Like if you're reloading ammunition, you need these case holders. So it just slides into there, holds it in place, and then you run it into the back of the gun, tighten it down, and you're ready to fire. This particular firearm does not have a safety. No bullet in there. I'm just going to put this bolt back in. But it doesn't have a safety. As soon as you lock that bolt down, it's ready to fire. And these rifles come equipped with Timney triggers, a precision trigger that is set. I'm not sure where it's actually set at, but it is adjustable from 2 to 4 pounds. So it's made for precision rifles. And of course, Noreen has their proprietary muzzle brake on here. We don't know exactly how good that is, though the reviews, other people that have shot these, they review like the recoil, the felt recoil is about that of a 12 gauge shotgun. So not too bad. Something that you could certainly shoot, you know, quite a while at the range, many rounds out of. So hopefully this weekend, maybe Saturday or sorry, maybe Sunday I'll get together with a couple buddies of mine and we'll break this thing out and we'll break it in because, like I said, hasn't been shot yet and I'm pretty excited about it. I'm pretty like stoked about getting to shoot this thing. I've never shot a 50 cal before. I've always wanted to, and I've seen tons of video of it, but I've never shot one. And so, I mean, I bought a gun that I've in a caliber that I've never shot before. So, hopefully, you guys enjoy this. Me explaining a little bit about it, a little bit about the manufacturer of this firearm. They're actually based in Belgrade, Montana. So, if you reside in North America and you want some heavy hitting firepower, you may want to check them out. It's not an expensive 50 cal, honestly. When I was looking into getting into shooting 50 cals, there were like, as far as cheap ones go, there uh, were Serbu. I could get a Serbu RM50 for about 1,500, 1,800 bucks. I could get the Noreen that I have here, which is the one that I bought, and I paid about, after tax and everything, shipping and all, I paid $24.40 for it. So not bad, under 2,500 bucks. And then after that was the Armalite AR-50 receiver, that whole setup, which was about twice as much as this one. It was about 4,400, about a little over $4,000. And then of course it goes up from there. If you want a Barrett, an M82, probably going to run you about $7,000 now. And then if you want an M107, or it got even higher than that. You might could find the old M99s, the single shot ones. You could probably find one of those. Pick one of those up for about $5,000. But the M107s are like, I don't know, $13,000, $14,000, $15,000 depending on availability and where you can get one. This was again a under 2,500 bucks, but not the cheapest I could have gone. I could have bought a Serbu and saved another 400 or 500 bucks, but I don't know. I just like the way this thing looks compared to a Serbu. I mean, look at this. Of course, the comes with its own proprietary, Noreen's proprietary bipod on it, and it swivels a little. It's got a little movement. It's got these nice big sled feet on it. Yeah, that's something, and it's just a really cleanly built gun. Not a lot of crazy welding or anything. Um, I just wanted to point that out. So I really think this thing was built for some serious use and abuse, and we're gonna go test it out. We're gonna go get to shoot it hopefully this weekend and give you guys a better video. Definitely gonna get some slow motion in there. Um, don't know if I'm gonna shoot all 50 rounds out of it. Maybe. Hopefully, I'm gonna have a couple buddies of mine there, and we're, you know, take turns shooting it and filming, and it'll be just a blast, literally a blast. So yeah, the Noreen ULR 50, 34-inch heavy barrel, custom, you know, action chambering, uses 10D trigger, and just all around well built rifle, in my opinion. There's nothing about it that concerns me as far as it not holding up to shooting the 50 cal ammo. So yeah, I'm gonna let y'all guys get some rest. I'm gonna go get some rest, and hopefully this weekend we'll be lighting the first rounds off out of this rifle. I don't have a scope for it, and that's one thing I'm planning on. Since this rifle is precision based, designed to shoot very accurately at very, very far ranges, I am planning on giving it and mounting an appropriate scope for it, something that will complement the quality of this and the accuracy of this rifle. And so I'm really planning on a Trigicon 10 mile scope in the MRAD format, just because I kind of like the mill spec of it, the MRADians or the mill rads, if you will. MOA to me has always been kind of confusing to understand. I started out shooting with mill dots, and when I started the long range shooting, it was always with mill dots, and I kind of just formed my basis around that. So using an MOA type scope uh, for me was a little bit confusing. So I'm going with the Trigicon 10 mile with the Milrad sight picture on it, the Milrad crosshairs, and that's about it. That's about all I got for you guys. Of course, it's probably going to take me at least a year to save up enough money to do that, unless you guys just decide you want to donate me some money to continue these videos. Kind of speed up the process. It's up to you. It's totally up to you. I may or may not post a link to my PayPal account or whatever, but yeah. So the Noreen with a Trigicon 10 mile on top of it, man, could you imagine how good this gun will shoot? I want to see it. I want to see that one day. It's going to be amazing, especially with like some hand loaded rounds, some custom ammo. Then you can really dial it in and like see what this thing can really do. Because with standard 50 BMG like machine gun ammo, which is not even designed to be all that accurate, it's just designed to go a really long distance. This gun shooting that ammo is supposed to be able to shoot sub MOA, which is a big deal for a 50 cal, because most 50 cal rifles are not sub MOA rifles. They're just not. For one, the ammo, standard 50 BMG ammo is not all that great as far as accuracy goes. It will go a really, really, really long ways, but as far as like precision work, 2, 3, 400 yards is not that great. You can get much better accuracy out of something different. a 408 Chi-Tac, a 375 Chi-Tac, 416 Barrett, a 338 Lapua, all of those rounds will be much, much more accurate than a 50 BMG at that distance. But of course, we're only talking like, okay, at 400 yards, maybe some standard 50 BMG ammo out of a Barrett is going to shoot, at 400 yards, is going to shoot a group this big. Will that hit a person? Easy. No problem. No big deal. But the same thing at 400 yards, shooting like 338 Lapua, that group might be this big. So that's what you have to look at. Yes, the 50 BMG is going to carry much, much more power downrange, but accuracy wise, if you're, trying to really hit a small target at that distance, 50 cal is not the way to go. The only place that this round really shines is out past, I want to say out past a mile. And it's just because it's carrying so much weight with it. Like to have killing power out there past a mile or past 2 miles even is just because it's so freaking heavy when you're shooting like 700 grains or something versus a 338 that might be shooting 500 grains. Like it just carries that much more energy that much further out, and so that's the reason why these guns exist, is because they want to be able to disable a vehicle at say 1,000 yards. They don't necessarily want to shoot the driver of the vehicle at 1,000 yards, but they want it to be accurate enough to shoot a moving vehicle that far out. So that's kind of the deal. This whole movement from harassment shooting with large calibers into actual precision shooting. They've had to redesign firearms, redesigned the way they're made, the chambering, the rifling, and everything. And so there's a few companies out there like Noreen that have designed everything to be precision first and then, destruction later. It was designed like, okay, well, we got to get the barrel more accurate. We got to get the chambering tighter, the barrel more accurate, and then worry about downrange power later. Of course, it's still going to carry more power than most other sniper rifle calibers. But I've been rambling for a while, and I'm gonna let you guys go. And then we're gonna test this absolutely ridiculous, like behemoth of a rifle this weekend. Hopefully, I have not gotten to shoot it yet, and I'm super excited about it. I don't have any optics for it. I don't have a scope for it. I may throw a red dot on there. Probably won't last more than like 3 to 5 shots or something before it just quits working, because the vibration, muzzle blast, and shit off this rifle are like immense, like incredible amount of power. So it takes a special scope to be able to hold up to that, and usually those scopes are very expensive. But anyways, I hope you guys have a good night, and I hope to share the first shooting of this rifle with you guys. I'm super excited about it. Thanks for watching.